Well, what is going on? Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick, and this is the smoky outdoors. Lots of smoke right now all over North America, really. There is fires everywhere, and depending on where the air is and where that smoke hits the airstream, you could be smoked out. So it's a little bit hard on the lungs, but we're gonna enjoy our time out right now. We'll just stay out for a couple hours. Don't want to stay out too long in this smoke. We'll catch a couple walleyes, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I think I'm going to use them targeting some of my favorite ways with forward-facing sonar. I'm going to use a hyper hammer and a search bait, and I'm hoping that they're going to bite. And to be honest with you, I've already found a bunch. I did some searching first. I haven't fished for them yet, but I found a bunch on the forward-facing sonar, and I'm in a pile of them, a whole school. Hopefully I don't spook them when I catch a couple, but let's see if we can make something happen. All right, let's do it. Let's start with hyper hammer. I got a bunch already here. Oh my goodness, they're loaded here. Loaded. This could be a massacre. A massacre, I think. I have a feeling. And they're suspended too, so we're gonna pop it pretty good here and try to get them to eat it off the bottom though. Pop it. Get their attention. Come on. Oh, chased it down. There we go. Yeah, that didn't take long. You have to pop it high enough to get their attention. He's just a little guy. But if they're suspended like that, definitely pop them up. Nothing like sharp shooting walleyes with forward facing sonar. You don't always have to just sharp shoot straight up and down. You can use your forward facing and pitch out to them as well. Okay, one walleye on the board. Cast it out, drop it in front of them, get their attention, and then sometimes let it sit on the bottom for a little bit. I went about 16 feet of water, 1/2 ounce bait, letting it settle down there a little bit. We'll see how many I can get out of this school before they decide to move on, but that's a lot of fish. Oh, I missed them. I find a lot of times when you have big schools, you'll catch a couple and then they'll move out because they're like, okay, what is going on out here, right? Little guy. Just a little guy. The hyper hammer is so good for pitching them out, casting them out, because it doesn't have a front hook. A nice like 17 incher, good eater. Okay, just turn the live well on because these are good eaters right here on this school, so I'm gonna probably take a couple home with me. So saying the hyper hammer doesn't have that front hook, so it doesn't get snagged up as easy. Now of course in the rocks, if you're popping it down like a rock wall or anything like that, it definitely can get snagged up. Pitched out to 40 feet. Oh, and that fish is already following it down. Just gonna let it sit there for a second, see if he actually eats it out of the bottom. Another one came out of that school too. Didn't eat it, so I'm gonna pop it. Get some other fish's attention. I have a feeling I have another way to catch these fish. Them being suspended like this. I got a pretty good idea. I was just about to snap it and I felt weight. So I just followed through with my snap into a hook set. Pitching. Nothing like pitching hyper hammers, baby. Love it. Like I said, some of these are gonna be going home, I think. Another late summer walleye. Oh, loaded out here. Even to 60 feet. We'll cast far. So many walleyes out here. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. When I'm popping it back, I am letting it sit on bottom for a second. Tighten up, bottom. Tighten up, bottom. I'm gonna catch one more like this. I'm gonna try another technique that I think is gonna be really good to catch these fish. It's like 5 casts, 4 fish, I think. I think I've only gone 1 cast without catching a fish. Question is there gonna be any nicer ones in there? Oh, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. Get away from that trolling motor, buddy. I'm on spot lock. Okay. Not too bad. Whew, that's actually a nice one. It's got that treble hook. Probably should have netted that one. Here's a good one right there. 21-ish, about like something like that. Going back. Too big to keep. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the hyper hammer because that's one of my funnest ways to fish, but I want to see if I can catch them with that search bait. Okay, I'm gonna throw a search bait here with an Uncle Josh pork crawler. I know these are like really hard to get right now. They're sold out, but I can promise you that's why they're sold out, because they're actually pretty good. And they're going to get some bigger sizes. They're going to get more stock of them. But these are really, really, really good bait, especially for this technique right here. 35 feet. It's falling, 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 falling. Oh, they went up to as it was falling. Oh, I might have to shorten my crawler. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shorten my crawler, I think. It's got bit twice. I bet you they're just grabbing just the back end of it. Okay, let's shorten my crawler and try that again. Oh, jeez. Actually, they bit it right off, so definitely need to shorten it. Coming, coming. I knew this would work with them being up so high. I'm probably only gonna catch 1 or 2 like this and go back to the hyper hammer, but I just wanted to see. This bait, once they come out with a heavier one for the deeper water, is going to be so good. 2 casts, first one got bit off, second one shorter, and bingo. Comes my bait rolling 55 feet, rolling about 4 feet off the bottom. Oh, there we go. Fish 2. This one is either bigger or a pike. This one could be a pike. This is fighting more like a pike, I think. If it's a walleye, it's pretty nice. It is a walleye. Wow. Okay, not bad at all. Might actually net you. The search bait comes through. That's a fat one. Ooh, that's a fat one. I thought you were gonna be a pike, my friend. Oh, that one's fat. I am curious for length. Man, that thing is so fat. It's only like 21.5 inches, but just a porker. Wow. Very, very healthy 21.5 incher. Oh, it's got loins. Okay, one more with the search bait and then I'll go back to the hyper hammer. The search bait is such a good bait for this. Live sonar technology, be able to see the fish, cast out, slow, steady retrieve back. I just haven't got into a good hyper hammer, hyper rattle, jigging wrap bite yet that I'm craving one. So one more and then I gotta go back. Oh, that fish followed me down at 45 feet. I didn't actually see him eat on the live sonar, but I watched that fish go down to where I cast. This is a crazy good technique. So far my biggest ones have come on the search bait. Acme search bait. It's legit for sure. Tungsten, it's pure tungsten, so you pick it up better on the forward facing sonar than you do lead. Yeah, awesome. Just another super fat one. So good. I just realized I wasn't recording on live sonar at all. Oh, I'm such a donkey. Okay, just gotta catch more fish now. Okay, 40 feet. Oh, cast it to 50-ish. I'm gonna come right by those 4 fish. Perfect. A little bit above them right now. Nice. Again, same as the last one. I cast it and then just my angle shifted a little bit. when that fish actually ate, but it just got me in the right area. Oh yeah, get out of that trolling motor, Clayton. Keep coming. Get out of that trolling motor. Okay. Almost put myself in the trolling motor like a donkey. Oh, Clayton. You ever watch the fishing TV shows where like everything goes like just perfectly planned for them? You know why? It's because they're staged. They don't put in the donkey parts where I almost hook them in the trolling motor, or I forget to turn my live imaging on. Like, I'm sure a lot of shows will be like, okay, we'll just restart right from the beginning. Well, I'm not restarting like that, because that was the first, like my first enjoyment right now was finding them stacked up, casting to them, catching one like right away. But all that means now I have to catch more on the search bait on video before I go back to the hyper hammer. That's all. 40 feet. Casted to 50. Sinking. Sinking. Reeling. Where's my bait? There it is. It's at 40 feet. I'm gonna come by those fish. This blade on this bait spins so easy. You can reel this bait so slow. I just got tapped. Oh, again, I was just about to set it. I was saying this blade spins so easy. You can reel it so slow. That was so much fun. Oh, is that a... This must be a pike, maybe? I wonder if this is a pike. No, it's just another nice walleye. I have caught some good walleyes on the search bait. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, nice. Another chunky late summer walleye. Golden walleye. Golden. Okay, I caught some on the search bait. I think I'm gonna go back to the hyper hammer. I might switch back to the search bait again at some point. This is what I'm using right now for a worm. I don't have actually night crawlers with me. I'm using Uncle Josh 7-inch night crawler. It's pork. So it's like a pork crawler that's like, basically looks like a night crawler. Just like that, and I'm using half pieces. The one thing I do find with the search bait is I find your bait likes to really slip down like that right there. So I know you can tuck it up over the barrel swivel here. Oh, let me stand up here. You can kind of tuck it up over the barrel swivel, which works for a regular night crawler, but this I tried, I couldn't get it up over that. So I'm not sure the exact answer to that. I still got fish all over here, and now I can't catch them. Like I said earlier, they get spooky. Once you pick a bunch out of them out of the school, they get weary and they're like, no, this isn't right. So I know this isn't what I said I was gonna do in the intro at all, but we're adjusting as we're going. I still got a pile of walleyes here. Again, all recording. I'm fighting with this thing today. It's shutting off. I bet you it's a bad cord. I got fish 15 to 35 feet here. So let's try Ned rig. They were following my bait down. They just weren't eating. So let's see if we can maybe coax some like this yet. They're getting weary. I'm also losing my wind too, which won't help the cause. Gotta pop it up to try to get their, okay, there, I got that one's attention. So try to pop it up to get their attention. They're so weary right now. Bet you it's the wind. I'm bringing to buy like 8-9 fish at least, and they're just like, no. As soon as I lost my wind, I just lost my bite. This is crazy. I'll try a bit more with, I don't know, a hyper hammer, but that might be it. The fact that I can't record on live imaging and it keeps cutting out just makes me not like super into this right now. We'll redo something like this again when the live imaging is working, like the recording's working. Okay, well, we finally got one to eat. A little grub. Maybe. I tell you what, I'm gonna save that too and record. I know you're probably already tired of me talking about the live imaging. I apologize. Well, it slowed up on me big time, but I went to a tickle shad, 2.8 inch with a spinner jig. You just have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Adventurous, adaptive. You got to be adaptive and change it up a little bit, but that's a nice chunky one right there. Now the question is, did they slow up because of the wind, or did they slow up because I beat up on that school pretty good? Could be either. Finicky. They've just gone so finicky. I think it's the wind. I really do. Adaptive. Barely even got that thing. Smallest one of the day. Well, that will wrap up this little video. Just a short one. Just a couple of little cool techniques to use with live imaging, especially forward facing sonar. That search bait is lots of fun, cast out, slow retrieve, and then the hyper hammer. The hyper hammer is a little bit different from the hyper rattle, whereas the hyper hammer has, and I know I showed it off a little bit, but the hyper hammer doesn't have a front hook. So it just makes popping it a little bit easier when you're like further out compared to, say, the hyper rattle that has that hook in the front. So you won't get snagged as often with the hyper hammer, I find, compared to a hyper rattle, because there's no front hook. So it's a really, really good bait to pitch out and snap back. Forward facing sonar is here to stay. Why not take advantage of it? It's going to come down in price. You don't need the super fancy stuff, right? Like, you can run an LVS 32 from Garmin. It's discounted right now on a lot of different units. Just something to help you find the fish, right? Just something different. I know there's a lot of haters that don't like forward facing sonar, but it's here to stay. And honestly, it's a pile of fun to use. I'm not gonna lie. I use it for a lot of different aspects now of fishing, and can I fish the other way? For sure. Can I be as successful? Probably not, because you just learn more out there. It doesn't necessarily help you catch the fish, but it helps you learn to where the fish are, etc. I'm just rambling, so we'll just wrap this up. It was a very, very frustrating video because I talked about the whole live sonar over and over, not recording, and I must have a bad cable, I'm thinking. The joys of filming, it's the way it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, get outside.